Xavier, sir, shall we start the meeting, sir? Xavier, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Somshekhar, sir?
Yes, madam.
Shall we start, sir?
Yes, madam. I'm ready.
Yeah. First of all, good morning to one and all who has graced the occasion today. To begin the program, let us start with a saying. So, Doug Kennan says that to win the marketplace, you must first win the workplace. So often, the problem is in the system, not in the people. If you put good people in bad system, you will get bad results. Just simple as that. So hereby, today, we are just throwing a light on how the valuable asset of the company, that is human resources, without them, where business does not exist. So to lead in a market and to have a smooth administration, they have to be well versed in managing the employees. Today, the webinar topic and the most trending topic, which is already included in our syllabus too. Today, we are gathered here to learn how human resource management approach is changing their style of capitalizing in a modern way. Let's start the session today. So before that, I request our Commerce Department HOD, Xavier sir, to welcome the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Somshekhar, sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, I heartily welcome you for this webinar. In fact, I was just going through your profile. You had working in various colleges with various capacities and a lot of seminars or workshops that you have been attended. So I think you will give us enrichment of knowledge, particularly about the subject of human resource management and capital. And I also congratulate you for becoming the principal of Gurukul College, Elanka, sir. Sir, I welcome you on behalf of my Jindal management, our principal, our students, and our program convener, Mrs. Lakshmi ma'am. Sir, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And also welcome our beloved principal, Veena ma'am, for taking such an initiative for arranging such kind of exploring event. I welcome you, ma'am. Now, it's an immense pleasure of mine to introduce our today's guest resource person, Somshekhar, sir. I welcome you, sir, once again. He is presently working as a principal of Gurukul Education and Management Studies, Yelahanka, Bengaluru. He is pursuing his PhD in Management Studies. Sir has received a certificate of excellence in teaching on 29 February 2020, organized by HKBK Group of Institutions. Sir has practical exposure to where he worked as a recruiter in Siksha Planet Company. Overall, Sir has 17 years of experience where he presented various papers and manuscripts on topics such as organization, such as organizational citizenship, corporate social responsibility, stress management. Sir even leaded the institution in management stream for various college as a HOD, assistant professor in a various colleges such as Anupama College, Christ College, Silicon City College, Lowry Memorial College, East Point College. Have tried my best to summarize your vast experience in a short span, sir. It's a privilege for our college to have you today as a resource person, sir. I won't take much time. You can start the session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your kind words.
Yeah.
A very good morning to one and all present here. It's my pleasure It's my honor and it's my privilege to part and parcel of this session and being being a participant or as a resource person. It is my a privilege because the topic itself says a transformation. And I would like to thank Professor Veena, our principal ma'am, Jindal College for Women, Mr. Xavier sir, HOD, Department of Commerce, Jindal College for Women, and the convener of Mrs. Lakshmi, uh, and faculties and my dear students. I'll begin my code session as a transformation is not a future event. It is a personal, present activity. As we come across, once Madam Lakshmi Manam has informed or communicated on this particular event, so the flashlight comes to my mind because the topic is such that each and every individual will come across in one or the other way, either by knowing or by unknowingly. And we presently, we are in the academic, and we also will witness most of our students will come across. And I would like to give special thanks to ma'am on this particular session is happening on this particular day because there is a special day on this. Any guess, students, dear students? What is the special of this? Today
Guru
we are having a
Purnima.
special day. Guru Purnima. Yes, very good. So I wish and I pray that all my dear students will have a wonderful and successful professional and personal career. Now, to have this, to be a successful, we required two G's. Any idea what could be that? Even though we are having in a 5G word, we required two G's. Any ideas? See, one is a goal and another one is a guru. Okay, and to accomplish goal, you need to have a guru. Okay, so without this, you will be and we will be incomplete. It will be like a zero. Okay, so one has to have a goal and one has to have a guru so that your goal can be accomplished. And to accomplish this, you required a transformation. Now, my presentation outlines consensus on three important segments. So one is a student, another one is an institution, and we'll main focus on industries, that is organizations. And as Madam said, it comprises on your syllabus. We'll have a light on that also. Now, why do we need a transformation? Is it essential? It is necessary, or is it required? And as I said, to have a 2G like a guru and goal, we need to have three eyes. Okay, without that, the two cannot be accomplished. So one is individual, that is student, you people, then institution, either colleges or organizations or universities, and the next one is industries. Now, as industry in the sense, we'll like come across with many different form of industries that we are all we know that. Now, how this transformation has taken place, or why do we need? Now, when we look at the present state of mind on all three aspects, whether it is on students or it is on organizations or on institutions, the training and education system and the skills needed for the jobs offered by industries are immensely distinct. The students do not get a career pathway due to inappropriate training, rendering them unemployable. Organizations face lack of efficient workforce, thus increasing their cost. It is a challenge to bridge this gap. See, as we all know that institutions or colleges are producing graduates, and each and every year it come across in such a way that it is increasing year by year. And other side, industries are expecting from the colleges saying that they will get the desired manpower to accomplish or to fulfill their needs or requirements. So as industries are not getting people, and as because not getting people, they are not able to produce as per the need or requirements of a people or a consumers, so that the demand is increasing. They are not able to produce the product as per their choice or as per the consumers needs and requirements. So the thing is, when it is coming lower and lower. On the other side, as per the colleges is concerned, each and every year graduates are increasing day by day or year by year. Graduates are increasing in multiple numbers. Now, why this has happened, or why this gap is increased between the industry or from the colleges? So let us have a participate debate on this. And I also been told by Lakshmi ma'am saying that this particular batch or a bunch of students are smart, brave, intelligent. Okay. Now, can you just wanna say a few examples why this particular gap is increasing between college and industry students? Any idea why this particular gap is increased, or why you people are not getting jobs as per your degrees, or why industry is not getting people, or why they are not recruiting people as per their dates? See, with each and every jobs, it demands certain qualifications. Okay, and it requires certain skills also. Now, then, why this particular gap is widening or increasing day by day? Why unemployment increasing day by day? What could be the reasons? Any idea?
Many people with same degree.
Many people?
With same degree or qualification.
Okay.
Huge
Then,
competition.
yeah, huge competition. In spite of huge competition, why they're not getting jobs?
Population growth.
Population growth. So then that should be supporting for jobs, right? Because industries are looking for people, they're looking for employees, but it is not happening. There should be certain reasons,
Transport.
no?
Machines are reducing the work of people.
Machines are it, and to operate that machines, you require people, right? Human resource. Yeah, just we'll look into that. Why this particular gap is increasing on that? Now, the gap between three I's, like institution or industries, it's like expensive higher education, which most of the students could not able to afford. Then very few students have a clear vision. See, most of our students will do mistakes in this particular segment or this particular topic is they wanted to do something, but in spite of that, their dream or interest is lies is one particular area. Like some students are wanted to do commerce, but they are not able to get seats. So they will be joining in science, or they will be joining in arts, arts discipline, or they might be joining in something else. Okay, so that interest comes down. Then employees believe that graduates are inadequate prepared for jobs. Okay, employers when they are looking on when they come for a placement or when they are looking on job aspects, so they are looking on particular segments where they can need or they can cater the needs of job requirements. Okay, see, as we all know that each and every job demands certain skills, certain qualifications, or certain skill necessary background or skills and that. Okay, which they are not able to find out. Okay, so that could be one reason. Then um, jobs are often not related to field of study. So like the practical exposure, because as you are real commerce background students, what you learn in classes, it may not be the same in outer world or in a practical world, because the two concepts are totally different. See, whatever the practical experience you will be experienced in organizations, it may not be the same what we learn in colleges. Okay, as we are all know that theory and practical is totally different. Okay, so that might be one thing. Then students do not see classroom as a place for getting them ready for a job, like our system, education system, as a theoretical background, and with a little exposure on practical things. Because we are like we go with the university framed syllabus, it was a long back, an out of date thing. Okay, with the current state of technological advancement, with the changing demographic conditions, or with the changing practical environment or macro environment in an organizations, with the different aspects are coming at us. Each and every month or every quarter, they to be updated. But it is not the same happening in industries or in the educational curriculum. So that makes a gap. Then next one is a graduate passing from colleges are not prepared for a selected particular jobs. Okay, see, as we all know that each and every job demands certain qualifications, certain skills or requirements, which colleges could not able. That there will be some, again, there will be different reasons in that. Then educational institutions follow their set of curriculum. Okay, as we all know that we are affiliated to one or the other universities, and as universities frame syllabus, we have to follow that. Okay, so that will be not matching with the industrial requirements. And colleges and regular training programs concentrate on technical things, where on industry things they're looking on practical aspects, which may not be possible now. So when you look into this kind of a state, we need a transformation. Okay, and the topic suggested human resource management will transform into human capital. Okay, so you know what is capital? See, as we're all business students, without capital business cannot be run, right? So what does that mean, capital? Okay, so we'll get to that then. A complete change or in the appearance or a character of something or someone, especially so that the thing or person is improved. Now, you'll be having one state of mind, you'll be having one state of knowledge, and from the state of knowledge, from the beginning stage, and you'll be transformed in such a way that, or you'll be transformed in such a way that where or to meet the or to cater the needs of requirements, industrial requirements. Okay, so when you transform to industrial requirements, then you will be getting a job. Okay, because as we all know that each and every job demands certain skills. Then, as far as business is concerned, our business transformation is all about identifying techniques, a new process, and technologies that are being used for the maximum capacity. Okay, see, we are all having the same ability, same knowledge, and all, but how we apply things. Okay, so whatever the knowledge or whatever the skills we'll be having, and how we're going to apply. Now, in a classroom, we learn certain concepts, we learn certain theories, and we learn certain programs. What matters is how we going to convert those concepts into a practical reality. Okay, that's where capital management comes into picture. Okay, you will be transforming your theoretical knowledge into a practical knowledge to cater the industrial requirements. Okay, so then only we will be succeeding procuring a job. Okay, so that we'll look into that. Now, we'll have small differences between HRM functions and capital management. Okay, so like HRM is all about facilitating employees. So like it performs work according to the law and complete directives. Okay, each and every companies will be having certain objectives. Okay, and we all know that the fundamental objective of any organization is to make business or make profits. Okay, how it happens, that depends on capital management. Okay, so it says it relates to the employees issues or other elements such as employment utilization. Okay, so as an employee, how it can be utilized. Okay, for example, assume that you'll be getting a job around 25,000 or 40,000 salary. Okay, so company is investing 40,000 per month for a particular employee. As per his skills or qualification, he has hired. Now, his company's responsibility is to see that the 40,000 as is investments, return on investments. Okay, and how it can be converted into profits. Okay, see, as business people always keeps or thinks on profits. So if he invests 40,000 on a particular employee, then how it can be utilized. Okay, so he has to get at least two-thirds of that or the double of that, double of salaries. Then only they'll be completing or accomplishing their objective, that is to make profits. Human capital management is always works on this particular segment. Then uses simple benchmarking techniques, whereas HRM is always technique oriented, whereas HCM is always on evaluation things. Okay, so as an employee, you'll be evaluated on a performances basis, whether he is performing or not. If management or organization or industry is paying 40,000, he has to perform accordingly, more than the salary. Then only he will be succeed, will be professionally advanced. Then, as a default body of all process in growth, whereas HCM is all about outcome processes. Outcome in the sense what productivity you are giving. They are investing on you and how you are going to give an output. Okay, output or the productivity has to be based on your performances. Then, as far as HRM is concerned, it is an integration of HRM functions, whereas here it executes interaction of human capital management. It interacts between employees. Now, as far as the transformation is concerned, we'll have different types. Okay, so as we are all know that each and every industries will be working on different platforms and the different products of platform or a different technological platforms. So one is business transformation, then data transformation, then management information, then cultural transformation. See, cultural transformation is happens in an MNC companies. Okay, so where when country people will be working in other country, where cultural or culture, practice, traditions will be totally different. And the next one is organizational transformation, which we'll be looking on. Okay, so we'll be looking on this five particular thing. Now, as far as the student transformation is concerned, why student needs to be transformed? Okay, so any idea or any guess why student has to be transformed? Students? Assume, okay, now you're in a final year BCom. Now you are to be equipped in such a way that you should get a job. See, your dream or your goal is to get a job. Okay, in a particular MNC or in a particular organizations where we need to get minimum 20 to 30,000 salary. Now, to get a 30,000 salary, what and all things you need to have. Okay, so that you need to be, it should be an addressed or it should be noticed. Okay, so why we need transformation or why a student needs a particular transformation so that he can or she can get a job. Any idea? What are the things to be required? Okay, how many wanted to do a job or wanted to do business?
Girls
Hello?
have an interaction, girls. Have an interaction.
Why we need to have transformations?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, we should be innovative enough to compete with the competitors. As we know, this is a competitive scenario. We will be having our fellow competitors also. So, a prospective employee should be enough competitive and innovative to present his ideas where it could lead him to good success, and that would also lead to expansion of the business also, sir. And
Yes.
every company finds a person who is innovative and different from others, where that unique one goes on.
Superb. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Next, any idea? Other ideas? One is innovative. As what is your good name?
Sir, Vinota, sir.
Vinata. Okay. As Vinata said, you should be innovative or you should be different from others. Like Bangalore City University is having 5,000 students on a BCom thing. Out of 5,000, you should be different in such a way that you have to present your concepts or you have to apply your thoughts or concepts in such a way that you should impress an employer to procure a job. Okay. So very good. Superb. Next, any other ideas? Why we need to transform? Only innovative or any other ideas are there? Okay, so let us look into why we need to go for a. Yes, ma'am.
Need to generate new value to unlock new opportunities to drive new growth to deliver new efficiency.
Okay, good. What do you mean by value? How are you going to add value to your professional, like BCom, for example? If you're studying in a BCom, how are you
Yes,
going
sir.
to add value to that so that it can be a different?
By earning some knowledge relating to the part what we are going to do.
Uh, okay, good. Very good. Next, any ideas? Any other ideas? Fine, we'll look into that. What could be the reasons and all, so that we'll get an idea on that. See, one is internal change. Okay, see, before transformation, dear students, keep it in mind. First, we need to understand ourselves. Okay, there is one concept called right understanding. Okay, so we need to understand rightly in such a way that what we have, what we need to get, and how we need to perform. Okay, so for example, there is an accountant job, there is call for an accountant. To get a accountant job, what we need to have, what are the skills we need to require, and what I am having. Okay, so once we understand ourselves, then it gives a platform, or it gives an idea. Okay, this particular skill I'm lacking behind, I need to improve on that, or I need to learn this which I doesn't have an idea. Okay, so we need to understand rightly first of all ourselves. Okay, so that concept called right understanding on ourselves, so that gives an idea what and all skills we might be missing, we might not be having an idea, or we not might be having an understanding, so that we can improve. Okay, so one is the internal change. So you need to have a change in ourselves. Okay, so what we need, what we missing, what we lacking, and what are the things we need to upgrade. Okay, because the concepts or technology is always updating. Okay, so like in accounting terms, GST has been implemented. Okay, so previously and comparatively GST, how it is implemented. Okay, what are the process or what are the changes is happening. So we need to upgrade to that level. Okay, and after some time you might be getting some new concepts. Okay, so again we need to go for an updates. So that is internal change. Then external change, what is happening in and around. Okay, so as we are in macro environments, geographical or demographic changes. Okay, so now GST has been introduced. Okay, so and accordingly, what and all things we need to go for an updates, or what and changes is happening in and around. Okay, which technological platform we are got, what are the new concepts you are getting in. Now, as city university syllabus has changed. Okay, your human capital management, what are the differences we learn that, or what it objective, so that we can get into that. Okay, so we need to look in around what and all changes is happening. Okay, so changes is one thing which happens each and every time. Okay, so we have to update, we have to open our eyes, we have to open our ears, and to see that what and all changes is happening. Then once we go for a transformation or changes, it ensures life stays exciting. Okay, so you will be transforming, you will be knowing your mistakes, and accordingly you will be going in that. Okay, there is one analysis called a SWOT or a SWAC analysis. Okay, so you should be knowing your strength, knowing your weaknesses, and what and all opportunities you can utilize, and what are the challenges you're going to face. Okay, now you come across with the human capital management. This is one challenge because it is a new concept and it is happening in a now. Now, to adapt to that condition, what and all changes you wanted to make, or what and all opportunities is existing. Okay, in HR there is one say that if opportunities are not utilized, or if opportunities are not coming to your way, you have to create your own opportunities. Okay, now there is a concept, or there is a concept called human capital management. How are we going to utilize what and all things? Okay, what is changes, or what are the incentives in that, or what is the objective behind introducing in that, or in an environment what is happening. Okay, then changes leads to opportunities and experiences or experiments. So you miss one thing, or you lack one thing, and you understand that, and you have to go for that, or you improving in that, or it goes for acquiring that particular skill. Okay, so that gives an opportunity to work in, or to lead in, so that you can get a particular task or a job. So your objective is to get into a MNC, and you are utilizing those opportunities. And once you utilizing opportunities, or once you get into the place, you will be experienced, okay, the practical atmosphere, the exposure in which you come across in a day-to-day life or in a professional life. Okay, so each and every day or every time you come across with the different issues, different challenges, different difficulties, and once you overcome this, you will be gaining an experience. And once the next time when the same opportunity or same difficulty or problem arises, you can solve it out. Then changes ensures a bad situations end. Okay, so you will be getting a confidence because you come across those kind of difficulty situations, you are able to find out the solutions, and based on the solutions your confidence level will be increasing, and you will be having a high your you'll be knowing your ability, and you'll be having a positive concept or positive thought, and automatically you can able to solve any issues or any problems. Then it helps to move on. Okay, move on in the sense of professional growth or career advancements. Okay, see, once you gain a practical exposure or once you come across with a difficulty and able to solve, then automatically your confidence level will increase and you'll be moving on. Your positions will be increasing or you'll be moving to the different levels. Okay, from executives to the manager, and from manager to the assistant executive director, or from the directors, like that. Okay, so you'll be having a professional career growth. Then it means a progress in terms of monetary, progress in terms of positions, progress in terms of experience, and programs in terms of satisfaction. Okay, then you'll be having a document journey. So you'll be witnessing all the changes. Okay, document in the sense witness. Okay, you come across the problem, you are able to find the solutions, and you experience that. Okay, and you'll be gaining a satisfaction level on that, because in a professional life or in a competitive world, as soon as you come across with any issues or any challenges and you're able to face, then automatically you will be satisfied. Okay, then it happens anyway. Okay, it is a common phenomena which almost each and every organizations will come across. Now once you go for a transformations, what and all benefits you're going to get? Okay, a personal growth, of course. Then flexibility. See, flexibility is such that you can adapt to the any conditions or any changes. See, in a practical environment, you come across with a solution or you come across with the challenges and be able to find. Okay, so you can adjust to the conditions or you can adjust to the technological advancements. Okay, then you'll be having an improvements in the personal life as well as professional life. Then you will be adding value to that. Okay, see, once you succeed in a professional life, people will respect you. Okay, so if relatives or friends or in a society, if you are working in an MNC, automatically you'll be admired. Okay, so that you are adding value to the life, people will be following you. Okay, oh, this student, particular student has come across, have progressed very well, we need to follow her. Okay, it might be your juniors or it might be any other people. Then it gives a strength. Based on the strength, you can come across with any issues or challenges. Then you can be able to utilize opportunities or you can create your own opportunities. Then you will be moving into the next level positions. It's like a new beginning. And once you come across with all these benefits, it is become a practice. Okay, so naturally it will be going on. Now, as far as industry is concerned, education is concerned, we all come across with the colleges. Okay, we all know that college is uh, it is like one of the important segment. Institution and industries are two important segments which gives which is an important area where our economy has it gives a major contribution towards our economy. Okay, now as far as education is concerned, like we can just from present state to the previous state. Okay, so you can have two differences. One is education system during ancient times, like we have Gurukul system, a form of education focused on residential holistic schooling. Okay, this particular concept we missing today. Okay, holistic development of a student. Okay, see, presently we might be concentrating on one particular thing. Okay, one particular topic like commerce, for example. Okay, we will be familiarized with the only commerce oriented objectives. We will not be knowing what is management, or will not be knowing what is science, or will not be knowing on computer aspects. Okay, so on a one particular area, you'll be experienced. Okay, so whereas in the previous system, you'll be having a holistic thing. Then you'll be analyzed. Okay, critical. Previous system, you'll be analyzed on critical thinking, a sense of discipline, intellect, and mindfulness. Okay, you'll be positivity. You'll be looking in different aspects, and of course, a peace of mind. Okay, even though you are getting you're getting very less salary, still you'll be very happy. But comparatively on today, okay, just we look into this. It starts from British rule, as we all know that colonial period, Britishers were ruling us, and they introduced certain system. Okay, and as you're all come across with the social media or any other thing, and they know that to break or to rule India, they required a system. Okay, they know that our ancient education system is very strong. It is a holistic thing, and it gives proper directions. Okay, towards self-actualization, and they are aware that, and they want to break that particular concept. They introduce modern system. Okay, so that's where all the problem starts. Okay, so they states that the current education system lacks a moral conscience, ethical thinking. Okay, so in the present, on the previous system, they are focusing on critical thinking. Okay, any situation they are able to criticize, or they are able to think in such a way that they're going to analyze in such a way that they used to find a proper solutions. But now we are missing on that. Then other skill sets to equip cognitive ability. See, cognitive in the sense a psychological state of mind. Okay, so we'll not be having a confidence. Like we'll be thinking whether I can get or not, whether I can get job or not, whether I will be passed or not, or I'll be succeed in interview or not. Okay, this kind of a dual state of mind, whether I can succeed or not. Okay, whether I'll pass in paper or not. So this kind of a state of mind will come across. And because of this present education system, our unemployment ratio is increasing day by day. Okay, so there is one survey saying that 40% of India's youth are unemployable. Okay, so because that ratio, again, the gap between industry and institution has increased. Okay, so because of that particular gap, we are not able to produce our students, and college has become a factory of producing graduates. Okay, even though we are faculties, but I'm very sorry to say that, because our students are not getting jobs in an industry as per their dreams or as per their qualifications. Now, in education, if you come across the transformation, see, I will not touch on this particular concept because all universities or educational institutions are in a transforming station. Government of India has introduced a new education policy 2021. It starts with the 20. At the end of 22-23, all institutions, all universities in India has to be adopted. Okay, it is passed in Parliament and it is enforced. Okay, so all the universities in India has to follow this particular segment. Okay, so one highlight particular thing which I wanted to stress is on a present pattern. Like we are all come across with the 10+2 pattern, 10+2+3, like 10th, then we have PU, and then we'll have 3 years of graduation. Now that concept has collapsed. They are introducing a new concept called 5+3+3+4. Okay, so that comprises the age group 3 to 8. We'll have one particular segment, then 8 to 11, 11 to 4, and 14 to 18. Okay, so instead of 3 years of graduation, you'll be having a 4 years of graduation, that is honors. Okay, so that makes us special. Okay, and they wanted to introduce a lot of programs in that. Okay, starting from 8 to PU. Okay, you have 4 years of time, and then from 12 to again 16. Okay, so like a new concept. Okay, so which is again a debatable thing. Okay, so we'll not touch this particular thing, but just aware, a present education system is in a transformation stage, and our pattern of education is changing. It is transforming. Okay, so as I said, there will be a lot of changes in that. Okay, so like new curriculum. Now, based on the new education policy only, our Bangalore City University has, or Bangalore University has go for changes. Okay, so you can compare. The Bangalore North University is following one syllabus, But Bangalore City University is following as per the new education policy. Okay, so city universities are transforming, or Bangalore University is transforming to the newer level. Okay, so just have an idea or feel that, or just having aware that our education system is transforming. Okay, changes in the process of teachers recruitment and all standards, a lot of things are happening. Just have an aware that it is in a transformation. Now, as far as we'll come to industry, because this is one important segment. Okay, there are 6 dimensions for a transformation. One is um, a mission. Okay, we are all know that what is a mission. Okay, the fundamental objective of any organization is to make profit. Okay, so their purpose of capability, how it will be operate. Now, as an employee, how it can be operated. Okay, how we can deliver, or mission is derived directly from our supports of company strategies, then insight. Okay, the decision flow, information, analytics, or informed on timely decision making. Okay, see, this all comprises on employee aspects. Okay, then integration, role, decisions, policies that facilitate integration within and across capabilities, functions, or partnerships. Then the process. Okay, so process in the sense it is in a continuous activity, like from raw material to finishing goods, it come across with a different process. At the same time, as an employee, in the beginning you'll be having without experience, and you'll be processed or you'll be involved in such a way that you come across with a different process. Okay, then a technological platform. Okay, and then a talent. Okay, a particular student is having a talent, a theoretical knowledge. Based on the theoretical knowledge, is applying on theoretical knowledge to get a practical exposure. Okay, so this is one dimension which most of the students they need to look on that. Now, as far as industries is concerned, there are different steps to be followed. Okay, each and every organizations will come across with that, or will be following in one or the other way. Okay, the first and foremost thing is evaluate your existing business situations. Okay, see, in the student point of view, we need to understand what we are having. Okay, what skill set we'll be having. At the same time, organization has to evaluate themselves. What is the resources they're going to have? What are the financial conditions they'll be having? What are the technological capabilities they'll be having? Okay, how they're going to procure raw materials? How they're going to hire employees? On which particular segment or platform they need to work on, or on which particular product segment they need to work on. Okay, so they need to understand themselves and then evaluate. Based on that, they need to work. Then get executives buy-in. See, executive in the sense top management. Okay, top management is always a CEO or managing director or a board of directors. Okay, so they need to have a clear thought on what they wanted to do. Okay, they need to have a proper policies, guidelines, a vision, and how they're going to implement. Okay, so the thinking or thought process. Then get employees buy-in. Okay, so they need to get right people in HR. There says there is one quote, or there is a golden rule saying that right people should be selecting at the right time for a right place at the right job. Okay, if anyone is missing in this particular thing, they will not be able to get results. Okay, right people at the right place, the right job at the right time. Okay, so to get those right people, what they wanted to do, okay, they need to have proper facilities. They need to procure with a good salary or package. Okay, they need to provide facilities. They have to create working environments, and they have to provide with medical and other facilities. Okay, then engage all employees into daily conversation. Okay, make them participate. They should know that what is happening. Okay, so if any organizations come into a directions or come into a policy, that should be aware. Okay, so it should be communicated to all the employees. They need to take their opinion. It should be in a decision making process involving employees, because those are the people who are implementing. Okay, so because in a management or in an organization there are 3 levels: top level, middle level, and lower level. The lower level are the people who are implementing that. Okay, so they should be aware what changes is happening, what transformation has taken place, what are the benefits they're going to get. Okay, what are the usages or the benefits or the pros and cons of a transformation where the employees will be come across. Okay, so that they should have an idea. Then your communication strategy, okay, you should be informed to employees in such a way that, okay, this are the transformation is going to place and these are the benefits you're going to come across. Or they are going to transform or they are to communicate in such a way that, see, this is one technological platform in which you'll be facilitated or you'll be used, okay, or you'll be having an advantage. Then build an efficient change management process. Okay, so from a lower level technology to the higher level, or to the lower level of training to the higher level. Okay, so there should be a change management. Okay, if results are not happening, then they should think in such a way that what is the mistakes they come across, how it can be sorted out. Okay, so that process has to be undergone and it has to be implemented. Then short and long term goals. Okay. So each and every individual or every organization will come across this. Okay. So as far as your short term goal is concerned, to clear 6M BCom or BBA. Okay. And your long term goal is to get into your MNC or to get into your good career options where you can have a growth. Okay. So then a sense of urgency in accomplishing or completing your goal. Okay. It's not like, okay, after 5 years I'll do this or after 2 years I'll do this. Okay, so you need to have a sense of urgency in accomplishing your goal. Okay, then only organizations or individuals will succeed. Okay, see, organizations first and foremost important thing is converting individual ability or goal into organizational goal. Okay, by providing good facilities, good providing working environments, and with the good pay and other things. Then choose carefully the communication channels. Okay, how we are going to communicate to your employees. Okay, that matters a lot. Then be agile and encourage new ideas. Okay, be agile in the sense, be open. Employees might have different thoughts. Okay, as Vanita said, innovative ideas. Okay, so you need to come across with the innovative ideas. How are you going to complete? Okay, so that makes a sense, and that gives, okay, if the innovative idea is good and if they can reduce operative cost, then automatically your profit margin will increase. Okay, so the top management will always encourage employees who come across with the innovative ideas. Then close the skill gap. Okay, so they have to provide a training assistance in such a way that they should know what is happening in the outer world, what they have. Okay, that should be full, or the gap should be full. Then measure your employees' engagement. Okay, engagement in the sense how they are participating. Okay, whether they are performing, whether they are wasting time, whether they are utilizing resources properly, all those. Now, we'll come across to SEM as in the syllabus. You'll know that. Okay, there are certain meaning on that. Capital. Okay, for example, you know what is capital? To run a business, you require capital. Okay, whereas in HCM, it concentrates on employee. Okay, they are investing on employees in terms of training, in terms of facilities, in terms of package, salary package, and in terms of like medical insurance, or transportation, or the canteen convenience, all those things. So they are investing on employee, and in return, how they are expecting, what they are expecting from an employee. Okay, if managers are, or if the employees are paying a 40,000 or 50,000 salary a particular employee, in return, what is his productivity? Okay, human capital management is always lies on evaluating performances of an employee. Okay, so if they are giving 40,000 salary, in return, what is his productivity? Okay, how he is utilizing resources, whether he is wasting, whether he is damaging, or is as per his potential, whether he is utilizing his resources as per the potential or as per the skills, whether it's matching or not matching, mismatching, or something like that. Okay, so human capital management is always working on employee, evaluating his performances based on his merits, based on skills. Okay, then like examples like employees physical and mental health. Okay, psychological state of mind. Okay, like most of the people or most of the employees will stumble in attaining the work pressure. Okay, or like now university stage, you'll be having next month you'll be having exams. Then how are you going to tackle those kind of things? If you plan very well and accordingly implementing that, then you will be succeeded. Okay, so if it doesn't have that, then naturally you will come across with the tension and you're not able to get the desired results. Same thing happens in capital management. Okay, so they are investing an employee and they'll be having a work problem because environment is always fluctuating and it always changes and it always challenges because of competition, because of a demographic profile, because of changing circumstances, and how we're going to accumulate. Okay, now lockdown has imposed. Because of lockdown, most of the industries are shuttered. Okay, now are we going to come across this kind of situations? Okay, are we going to tackle this kind of situations? That makes then personal values and beliefs. Okay, whether you are adding value to your life, that makes sense. Whether you are adding value to your professional career, that also makes sense. Okay, how are we going to add value? It depends on individual. Okay, now when should we add value to your professional life or a career, that what makes a changes. Okay, how are you going to transform? Okay, adding value to your life means you are separate or you're innovate or different from other competitors or other people. Okay, then how you are going to have education. Okay, education based on the current demands, education based on the needs and requirements of an industry, or education is like just like that. Okay, this is one a particular segment which most of our universities has to look in. Okay, because industry needs and requirements is not matching with the current education system. Okay, that has to be changed. Now, has meaning is that it is like optimize and maximize the economic business value of organizations' human capital in order to gain competitive advantage. Okay. Now, without employees, organization cannot exist. Okay. Now, as far as the employee is concerned, how is going to add value to that? Okay. How is going to get productivity and that? Okay, effective human capital management enables the organization successfully pursue human capital initiatives. Okay, so capital initiative in the sense how an employee will produce or will give in return. What are the initiatives? Capital initiatives. Okay, it's like or large scale goals or objective on organizations chosen to pursue that are heavily dependent, reliant on people. Okay. See, HCM is always relies dependent on employee. Okay. Employees skills. Okay. What are the skills he's having? Skills he needs to update. Skills he needs to procure. Okay. As per the demand of a job. Okay. See, as we are all aware that each and every job demands certain skills requirements, whether you're going to fulfill or not. Your success is always depending on are we going to fulfill the requirement of a job. Okay, capital management is always relies on this particular segment. Okay, whether he is procuring or not, whether particular employee is productive or not. Okay, based on the performances. Now, different from human resource management in terms of goals. Okay, as far as HCM goal is concerned, the goal of active HCM is to optimize and maximize the value and return on investments of the human capital, or the sense employees. Okay, optimize and maximize the value of employee. Okay, it is always in terms of productivity. It is always in terms of profits. Okay, how are we going to procure or are we going to make a profits in terms of your value, in terms of your qualification, in terms of your education, in terms of your skills. Okay, whereas HRM is it is to create and manage the systems, process, and policies required to hire, train, retrain, and capable employees. Okay, see, it is always based on the policies, based on the system and procedure or policies to utilize the resources. Okay, it gives a directions. HRM gives a direction to utilize resources, whereas HCM is enables optimum utilization of a particular employee. Okay, if they are paid 40,000 salary for an employee, and how they can to get double of the salary. Okay, so most of the MNCs are the professional or private organizations will always looks on this particular segment. Okay, if they are paying 40, at least they have to get 60 to 70,000 of salary. Then only it makes a sense or it makes a profit. Now, what are the capital initiatives? One is performance culture, then loan management, Six Sigma, global mindset, then talent acquisition, business model, often including reacquisitions or re-engineering. Okay, these are the two new concepts: re-engineering or business model, which comprises on the global See, as we're all in post-globalized world, most of the changes has taken place in terms of demographic or in terms of technology or in terms of employee. Okay, as a student, you will have certain goal. Okay, you'll be having certain ideas or thoughts. Okay, based on that, you're going to do that. then examples as like vision and values, new employee orientations, then investments, then business functions, or purchase employee data management, or regular communication. See, it depends on employees, it depends on financial conditions, or it depends on the process of organization they come across, or it depends on the product. Okay. See, again, it varies from organizations to organizations. Core elements of capital management is organizational vision and values, strategic goals, leadership, and data management or support. Okay, like organizational vision is always optimize utilization of resources. See, as far as finance is concerned, one of the financial objective is to optimize resources, right? Financial resources, maximization of profits. Okay, so capital is always, and that it works on that line. Then recruitment is okay. See, as far as the transformation is concerned, they also follow certain transformation methods on recruitment selection. See, recruitment is always, it is a stimulative process where they have to get the right kind of employee for a right post. Okay, it stimulates employees or it stimulates candidates. In that sense, how is going to transform in terms of move and change required. Okay, in terms of optimum utilization, resources, and profit maximization. It goes with the different stages like informal and uncontrolled recruitment. Then second one is controlled and compliant recruitment. Then next one is recruitment becomes a specialist, and the last one is strategic resources. Okay, so again, it depends on organizations or financial capabilities, or it depends on number of employees, or it depends on the skills. Okay, accordingly, it varies from company to company or organization to organizations. Now, what next? Where from you are? Now you know certain things about yourselves. Okay, you have certain ideas, you have certain thoughts. From here onwards, are we going to transform? So that you're going to understand, that you're going to ask yourselves. Okay, so like what you want to become, or what you want to be in this. Okay, in a competitive market, or in a competitive market, are we going to procure a job? Okay, because each and every day the graduates are coming from colleges. Okay, so present year, your past year, and your previous year batch students. Okay, so they're always in the same objective, that is to get a job. Okay, so in spite of that, in spite of competitions, how we are going to uh, procure? That makes a sense. Okay, so that's where you need to be transformed. The idea or objective behind this particular webinar is to understand on yourselves what skills you are going to have, what are the changes is happening in a world or in a competitive world or in organizations, and what are the skills you're going to update or upgrade or procure or to learn. Okay, and then what platform you're going to work on. Okay, you need to have a proper vision on your job. Okay, because okay, assume that you are very good in accountant, so I want to be an accountant, or you are very good in analysis, so I want to be in a manager, or I want to be in something else. Okay, so first of all, you should be understand yourself, what good you are, what you are, where you want to go. Okay, whether you want to go in a multinational company, or whether you want to go in a government sector, or you want to go in a banking sector, or you want to be in particular segment, or you want to be a faculty like Lakshmi ma'am. Okay, so based on that particular thing, you have to analyze your things, you know, to know your strengths and weaknesses, and accordingly you're going to transform. Okay, so that makes a sense, and that is the objective behind this particular session. Okay. Now, any ideas and any thoughts? Any questions to be asked? Hello?
Girls, if you have any queries, you can just proceed, girls. You can ask the doubts if you have any. Kindly have an
Or any
interaction, girls.
See, one thing is common. Okay, whether to get a job or whether to get not a get a job, but you should know yourself. Okay, you need to know your ability. You need to know your confidence level. You need to know your positive thought. Okay, based on that, you have to get upgrades or you have to get acquire skills. That makes a innovative. That makes a special, and that makes that get you to a particular job. Any thought or any questions or anything to be asked on this particular segment or any other things? You're free and open. See, as I told in the very beginning, this particular class is very smart, intel, and brave. I'll be expecting some more questions on that. How you
Girls,
want to
if
be
you have,
transformed?
yeah, girls, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Like human capital management is a general aspect, right? If you find any like queries about the competition, about the future job role, everything you can ask me now. If you have any questions on such, kindly use the platform, girls. Have an interaction or else.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Rupa.
Yes, ma'am.
ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಒಂದು ಜಾಬ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು?
ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಅದು ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಜಾಬ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ? ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್, ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಪಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು. Second one is communication. Okay, whether I can deliver things. For example, in a bank, customer comes and asks certain thing. Okay, so what you are going to explain? How are you going to communicate to the customer that makes a special? Okay, that things should be there. And communication is one essential thing which requires for each and all the domains, not only in banks and sector, in each and every sector. Okay, that makes a very particular. It is a essential thing. So, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ communication ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರಿಗಂಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಇನ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಥಿಯರಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Recruitment ಅಲ್ಲಿ normally what people will do is, most of my friends or students are working in HR thing, so they are going to see, they're not looking on your marks. Okay, keep it in mind, they're not looking in your marks. Only they wanted to know how we are going to apply. Okay, application part is very important. Then how we are going to communicate. Okay, so that makes a special. And whether you know the basic concept enough, ಅಷ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು.
ಸರ್, ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸರ್?
ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಎಸ್, ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ. ದಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ನೆಸ್, ಎಸ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ, ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. Okay, so if you know this particular thing, then definitely you will be getting confidence. See, one important thing is abilities. Okay. First of all, naman now priti madbeku. Naman now like madbeku. We should not expect other people to love us, or we should not expect other people to like us. Okay. When we are not loving ourselves, then we are not loving our ability, then we are not loving our strength, then now we can expect from other people. Okay. So you should be know your ability and you should be loving your ability. Okay. That gives confidence.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yeah. Any other queries or thought?
Any other questions, girl? Any other questions?
Okay. And as far as the recruitment is concerned, first of all, you should have a resume, okay, which explains on your abilities, okay, what you know or what you have. Okay, based on the resume only, they are going to ask. Okay, they are not looking to your subjects. Okay, they might be asking certain questions based on whether you know or not. But application makes a sense. That is very important.
Sir, kindly switch on the video so that we can see you as a resource person. Kindly.
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly place the camera a little bit faster. Still more. We need to, sir. Yeah. Yeah, guys. If you have any queries, you can ask now, girls. Any queries, girls?
Hi, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you said about transformation, sir. Then what disadvantage or risk we may face during the transformation, sir?
Okay, one good question. See, risk in the sense, challenges. Okay, see, for example, skills. No, you wanted to go for an MNC. Assume that you wanted to go for an MNC. Okay. The challenge is they might be asking on a particular language, learning a foreign language. Like assume that you are going for French-based company, and they are saying that first 2 years you need to work in the French or in the Paris. Okay. Your challenge is in a 6 months of time you're going to learn French language. Okay, so you're going to transform in such a way that you're going to learn French language in within 6 months. Okay, the process of transformation might be difficult, but the end results, the benefits you're going to get, are you going to work, or you're going to stay in a French for a certain amount of time, or you're going to get monetary benefits. See, the process is always difficult, but you need to look on the end results. Okay, so that makes based looking on the end results, you are to be transformed in terms of skills, in terms of knowledge, or in terms of application.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Any other queries, girls? Okay, sir. I believe that there is no more queries. So now we are at the end of the session, girls. First of all, thank you, sir, for such an inspiring insight you gave to our students, which I believe that really gave a completely enhanced knowledge and a practical exposure, how they have to be very competent to enter to a job field. And even they got some exposure, what is the value, how the human capital management is trending upon in a competitive world. Thank you so much, sir, for making a time and giving sharing your knowledge, valuable knowledge to our students. Now, we are in the end of the session basically. I request all the participants to give your valuable feedback, which will be shared in a WhatsApp group and chat box below. Now, I request my dear colleague Vedishri ma'am to propose a vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. train people well enough so they can leave, treat them well enough so do not want to. Sir Richardo, an immense pleasure of mine to have this opportunity today. I heartfelt thank to our today's chief resource person, Shomshekhar sir, for gracing the occasion and sharing his knowledge, experience to our student. In spite of his busy schedule, you gave a wonderful support to our college. I really believe that it gave a practical exposure of human capital management. Thank you so much, sir. I would also thank our principal, Veena ma'am, for giving an opportunity and support to organizing this webinar, and also thank our Commerce Department HOD, Xavier sir, and Lakshmi ma'am for organizing the webinar, and also my dear faculty. Last but not least, thank you all the students present here for paying your attention and learning. Thank you.
The voice, madam.
Sorry, we are going to end up the session now. So I've shared the feedback link through description below and as well as WhatsApp group. Okay, kindly share your valuable feedback so that you will be getting a certificate. Fine. Thank you, sir. Once again, we're going to end up the meeting now.
Yeah, ma'am. It's my pleasure to be part of this, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you.